Welcome to Intentionality with Paul Kempf, the podcast and YouTube channel where we explore the opportunities that can be created by a more intentional life. If you like what you hear, and I hope you do, please subscribe, please follow, please share on social media so that we can reach more people and impact more lives. This is episode 27, and today we continue our exploration of FFG, and more importantly, the people of FFG. The title of today's episode is the slogan of the FFG Group of companies. You create the memories, we insure the journey. I love this slogan. I think it says so well what we do. I love the emotions and the feelings that the slogan evokes. If you are a client of FFG, no matter what journey you are on, no matter where you find yourself in your life's journey, it is our job to ensure that that journey is safe and that it is a prosperous one. We currently have 180 employees working in the FFG Group of companies in all our different branches, all over South Africa and in Mauritius. And today, with me, it is my privilege to have one of those employees as a guest for my next interview. So, welcome to my 9th guest and 5th guest from FFG. It is really a privilege to have a colleague that I work with every single day for the last 18 years and someone who I like to think has become a friend as well. Welcome to Selma Nieuwoudt on the couch with IWPK. Hi, Selma.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for the opportunity, and it's a privilege to be here with you today.
Wonderful to have you here. Am I right in saying it's your first podcast ever, Selma?
Absolutely.
Okay, I know it can be intimidating, I know it can be nerve-wracking, but I've got some great news for you. The fact that we're both Afrikaans speaking adds a little bit to the stress levels. I can only imagine for you the fact this interview is in English makes it a little bit more challenging. But the good news I've got for you is I listened to the podcast we released, I think 3 weeks ago. And as I was listening to that podcast, I actually cringed because I realized that I had made 2 grammar mistakes in one podcast. Not good. So relax about it. We're going to have a good time and we're going to spend some nice time together here today on the couch. Selma, before we delve into what exactly you do at FFG every day, I want the listeners and the viewers to get to know you a little bit better, to get to know who Selma is. So I want to start off by asking you, what is it that you are passionate about? What is it that gets you up in the mornings, that puts a smile on your face?
Paul, I think there's a long list, but I am a true people pleaser. So I love to work with people, and I think that's why I love my job so much. But I do have another passion, and that is photography.
Yes.
So I just love to take photos of people and to see the expression on their faces, especially young children, and to see the faces of the parents when I deliver the photos to them. That is a huge passion of mine.
It's not only a passion, it's something you're very good at. You've taken a lot of photographs at FFG as well. I think you are our free professional photographer in FFG as well.
Yes, I am, and I love it.
Great. You've been at FFG for ages. You've been at FFG longer than me. Tell us a little bit about how your journey started at FFG. Was this your first job? How long has it been? How did you get to FFG?
Paul, it's not my first job. I've working for a smaller brokerage in the Northwest, and I thought to move to Potchefstroom, and initially I thought it might be my stepping stone to something bigger. And I started my FFG journey while we were still Klopper and Key in Potchefstroom. And I must say, from there, it was just, there was no doubt that I don't want to go somewhere else. There's new challenges every day. The people I've met during the time, but also the colleagues. It's not just colleagues, it's friends becoming family. I can honestly say that a few of those people were at my wedding, and I'm still in contact with all of them. So it's a FFG family for me.
Selma, Let's talk a little bit about your role at FFG. You are the head of the asset risk management team in Gauteng in our Pretoria office. Now, I think asset risk management is probably an unfamiliar term for a lot of people. I think a lot of people think of it as short-term insurance. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about what you and your team does every day in the asset risk management department?
Yes, Paul, you are correct. It is short-term insurance, the way people know it best. I would like to say that we are a smaller family within the bigger FFG family. And for us, it is very important to make sure our clients are happy. It's also a nice feeling when we help them with something difficult. Sometimes there's a problem with a claim, and to see how they respond when we tell them that we could help them, or even where we try to save them premiums, where it's really a matter of they need to save premium. That is more or less in a nutshell what we are doing.
Fantastic. Sorry.
Yes, looking after the risk of our clients and to help them determine the best way to mitigate their risks.
Great. Tell me a little bit about your plans for this year. What does the future hold for the asset risk management team in Gauteng and in FFG?
I have big plans. I don't think I'm going to reveal it right now. I first need to discuss it with the ExCo. But currently we are in a very, very hard market. We see that insurers become much more strict in terms of applying policy wordings when it gets to claim stage. They are imposing big premium increases. It's a very volatile market out there. I don't want to say we have too much big plans. I think for now it's more a matter of helping our clients to get through this as smooth as possible.
Selma, obviously we offer the traditional short-term insurance or asset risk management solutions that most of our competitors will offer. But what is it that you think makes us unique? What is it that makes FFG Asset Risk Management unique in the marketplace?
Well, I think first is our service levels, which I know it's a given. It's even not negotiable. But also, except for our very high service levels, we offer other products, tailor-made products specific to the risk of the client. We try to put together programs for specific clients and absolutely to see what suits the client's needs best.
I've also heard something about alternative risk solutions. What does that mean?
Yes, so that means that we will go and look for solutions for clients that you can't insure in the traditional markets. And we have various programs that you can use, self-insurance structures or partially self-insurance structures, which is a little bit more difficult to put in place and to understand, but where we've done it, it worked very well.
Yeah, but the nice thing is you and your team have the expertise to put those more complex type of structures in place to manage the risks of the clients.
That is very true. And I must say, I am so proud of my team. They are really, really good and they know what they are doing. And we also have the support of our suppliers. I think the combination is what's making us unique.
Agreed. Couldn't agree more. Selma, you know, of course, the name of this podcast is Intentionality with Paul Kempf. So I'd love it if you can share with us maybe something that you do in your life or work or both, where you intentionally have things that help you to be as successful as you are today that you can share with us.
Paul, there's a lot of things, but I think the one thing that I'm focusing on is my thoughts. Very intentional. I try to focus on the positive. I try not to go to the negative. So in a short answer, I think my thoughts are really very important. And obvious, a lot of things that goes with that. I try to practice gratitude, which is for me personally a big thing. And I think that is really a big contributor to my success.
You know, I think you're spot on, and you've hit on the one thing that makes us work together so well. I think we're probably two of the biggest optimists in the FFG group. So yes, I agree. Keeping your thoughts positive. What a wonderful, intentional thing to do every day. Selma, on Intentionality with Paul Kempf, I like to share a tip of the week with our listeners and our viewers. It could be anything. Would you mind sharing the tip of the week with us today?
I would love to share the tip of the week, Paul. I would like to say, live an intentional life and make sure you don't die with your music in you.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Selma. Thank you for sharing a bit about what you do at FFG and, more importantly, the amazing person you are.
Thank you very much. It was a privilege to be here.
That's it. That just leaves us for this week with the thank yous. Thank you to the production team for all of their hard work behind the scenes. Thank you to FFG for their support of this podcast. If you want to get hold of me, as always, the email address is paul@iwpk.co.za. If you want to get hold of Selma or anyone in her team, we will post the links to the website and the contact details on social media. Please make contact with us. Please keep on supporting us the way you have been supporting us on social media by subscribing and by following. And all that remains for today is for you to congratulate yourself on making the choice to live a more intentional life, to be the architect of your success. May the rest of your week be an amazing intentional journey.